What is up, everyone? How we doing tonight? Welcome to
How's
the
everyone doing?
thriving in the COVID-19 era. How's everyone going in the COVID? Everyone staying healthy? Post up on the chat so we know you're here.
Let us know how you're doing, because we know some of your names.
Yeah, we see a lot of familiar faces, and a lot of new ones too. That's always good to have some
Carol.
some new people
The
in here.
networking opportunities are important. There's already a couple names here that I really like that I want to get to know.
You already know me.
No, that's not you, dude. It's the dog and Knack.
All right, so everyone just piling in. We'll give it a few minutes for some people to pile in before we get started and everything. But yeah, I don't want to people to hop in and then what I miss type stuff. So
You know I'm not going to let it move on until I know how some of you are doing, so you better freaking post that shit.
Yep.
Get freaking participating.
Bring up that chat. Someone slam on the chat so I can bring it up. There we go.
What's up, Bill? I forgot what to look at, dude. I'm breaking shit.
COVID chilling, healthy. That's good. You guys stay healthy. Everyone's staying well stocked up on toilet paper, I hope.
Booze. That's right.
Yep. If everyone has anyone needs to grab a cocktail, grab it quickly.
You can grab it now.
Kick this bad boy off. While we're waiting on people, who's kind of lost some headway in the COVID. I know, like, the markets were up, everything was fucking going great. Even the analysts were like, it can't keep going like this forever. Never expected this. I'm sure no one in here.
No, we'll talk about some other crap that's never expected too at some point, but we'll talk about what we've lost too.
Got my wine in hand. I knew you would.
Dwayne, that is not an uncommon thing, dude. And I won't say what that is, but I understand it and I see it all over the freaking place right now. I'm getting messages daily, brother.
Yep. Where are we at? We'll give it like another minute. So just keep banging your head on the keyboard. Again, Brad, you got Brad here, you got Mike, the OGs of NFG. Who in here remembers old school NFG? Because that's what we're going back to tonight. We're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, Terry, that's what's interesting is we'll get into what we've seen. Just a little bit ago, someone messaged us and it was talking about a huge score they just made because of the way they do their business. And there's certain practices that are extremely important that some people miss and not through a fault of their own. But we're getting all that crap here in a little bit.
Yep. All right, we're at 8:05 my time. So who's ready to get started? We want to kick things off. Slam your head on the keyboard. Give me a hoorah, hell yeah. Giddy up. NFG OG. I like that, Cliff. Awesome. An F yeah from Sarah. Hoorah. Okay, let's do it. All right. So, like we said, thriving in the COVID-19 era. Mike and I stumbled across this process. But we really did it for a completely different reason, not expecting like a pandemic or anything, even though I did watch the Netflix documentary. But it's really, I hate to say worked out, but it really helped us hedge against a lot of stuff. And we're going to get into that pretty deep tonight. So tonight we're going to cover our 3-step process that allowed us to come out of the recent and current COVID-19 crisis virtually unscathed. Now, we did have some losses, but we did have big gains in other places, so it kind of all evens out. And how you can actually prepare for and thrive in the next disaster. Note, there will be simple and actionable steps that we go through. I like to keep it simple. Everyone knows in here, if you know me, if you don't, you're going to. I like to keep it simple because I'm simple-minded, right? Just a caveman. Yeah, caveman slamming on the keyboard all day with my stick, So we want people to keep it simple so they can implement. That's my main reason. And that's the only reason I keep it simple, so I can implement. So our goal is, as we get through this, I want to kind of switch the gears in your head a little bit and kind of have you thinking in a different way. We kind of foreshadowed this in some of our past webinars, you know, with some of the stuff that we went over and started telling people to do, aka digital monopoly, stuff like that. But our goal is to give you a really simple process, be like, okay, now I know what I have to do. And then like tomorrow or tonight, whenever, if you don't have too many cocktails, maybe even tonight, you can go out and you can start implementing it. I know some people have started, but I really want, especially with step 3, that'll help you, I think, start implementing right away and consistently build something that's worth 7-8 figures. Also, if you stay until the end, we got a cool checklist for you. We'll be sending that out for everyone here who stayed till the end, we could tell. So I'll be sending out that checklist. So do that. It's a surviving COVID checklist. Pretty cool thing to have, just to, if nothing else, to keep you motivated, right? So
and for those of you that don't know us, we're unfortunately very honest. So ask whatever you want. It doesn't matter if you know us or not. Just throw it out there.
Yeah, please ask. There's if you feel like you've got a dumb question that you don't want to ask, just know that I'm a caveman and I'm probably dumber than you. So you might as well send it over. Just our background for everyone that doesn't know us, you know, kind of what makes us different. We started this NFG thing, and NFG stands for no fucks given, right? Mike and I, especially me, got tired of, you know, this analysis by paralysis and all these people fucking making this shit way too complicated. Once I was able to simplify it down, I was able to actually consistently apply SEO tactics myself that worked, and I was able to show people. And we kicked NFG off with our first event, you know, how long was that? Like 4 or 5 years ago, something like that, 2016, 20. And we had people ranking, you know, before they even hopped off the plane back home. So the shit works. I'm rough around the edges. Mike's a little more polished on webinars, but you know, unless he has too many cocktails, then he breaks chairs. But basically, you know, just stop giving a shit, start applying stuff, and you'll be a lot better off and a lot lower stress. So again, here's the NFG crew. There's Mike on the left, me on the right. Background on myself, I've been doing stuff since the last recession, the last bust in the market. You know, that's kind of when I got started. I started selling like factory seconds and stuff for my then day job, and that grew into e-com. And then ultimately I ended up, I went through web design, got into SEO from that. And then finally I got into PPL and loved it. That's pay per lead because
he calls himself a caveman, but the guy knows what he's doing, and the systemization is freaking nutty.
All you got to do is know a few simple things, and then you're good. You know, you just keep doing that same shit over and over. So, but yeah, and then I got into PPL just because the day-to-day on that, if I want it to be, is virtually zero. You know, we've got our assets out there. They're bringing in cash flows, especially right now with like the first couple of weeks of the shutdown. We were all inside. We were all staying home. I was able to, you know, hang out with my kids a ton until he had to start.
Who's now a teacher in homeschooling? I want to know that.
Yeah, who does kindergarten math right now?
Yep, I'm trying to figure out Common Core.
Number bonds really get me.
No doubt.
And Mike, did you want to tell everyone about yourself real quick?
Yeah, you know, I kind of just stumbled into this while in the military, after the military, doing different stuff about 19 years ago. Common Core is the worst. There's no question. How you been, man? It's been a long time, by the way. It's good to see you. And so I've been doing it about 19 freaking years. And this is a question that I'm going to answer right now. The best network for PPL offers is the community you're going to build for yourself and network with around the people that you find online that you can trust, dude, because it's the private offers that are the best, man.
One of the problems, you always want a private offer.
Yep. One of the problems I've seen, I've had this, there's some badass SEOs that have been messaging me and going like, hey man, I don't have any recommendations for this or that. I asked about terms of service for my page and they threw me out of this program, dude. What can I do? And it's like, be very careful before you jump in a network and pay and waste your time, especially if you're starting on money on domains and things. They will just step on you. I mean, even the ones that are loyal to us, they're not truly the private offers, we'll talk about our private offers here in a little bit. For me, I've just been doing this about 19 years. I love it. I've
always
been
have
lucky
a
enough.
backup plan though. Bottom
Yes,
line.
you have to have a backup plan. You don't want to do one thing at a time. And I was doing well with it until I met Brad, and then I was doing very well with it because of the systemization he brought to everything. So I mean, that's my story. And that's my daughter. She looks like a little English boy. She's now 12, and she has her own business now. So nice. Time flies, man.
Yeah. So how? Just want to get a quick round robin in here. How has COVID-19 affected your business? And if you know anything about me, you know I love memes. So be prepared for this shit. So just laugh at them. That's all you can do with this kind of thing. Well, that's not all you can do, but this too shall pass.
You can drink for every meme that you read.
Yeah, that doesn't help with the kidney stones though. So who in here has been affected? I know we touched on it before everyone was hopping in, but we've heard people going, their SEO agency where they have clients going down 50%. Personally, us, we'll get to that in a second, but we've had to switch around some stuff. So who in here has been affected?
110%, 80%, 90%.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is common, everybody. This is super, super common. Please don't feel like it's just you. It is happening to people. I know people that were one of the first people prosecuted by the Can-Spam Act, who has been consistently doing millions a month for a very, very, very long time, that is down 50%. So when an old hat like that is hit like that, don't feel bad when you're hit like you're hit right now. Just keep going, dude.
And some master salespeople in the audience, like Corey Rose, are even positively affected for this type of stuff. But I'm sure he's been prepared for it for a while. So,
sound fair enough?
Sound fair enough. So, has Corona caused clients to pause, forced affiliates to reduce offers, or cough, cough, Amazon? Who in here got hit by the Amazon stuff? I did some Amazon in the past. I've dabbled with it, just testing. But I never got balls deep into it. But who in here has been hit by the Amazon stuff? They've just got too much business right now. So it's like you have to think about it from their perspective. They've got to do what's best for their company. So if they have plenty,
and you've got to think about it from first. We're going to get into what we're talking about tonight, which is making sure you're taking care of yourself. So Amazon, for myself, because I'm not doing affiliate with them, is up 60%. While I was reading a message last night from somebody who had their commission lowered from 6 to 1%. So it really depends on how you structure your businesses, or your business, basically.
So
who's doing PPL and been affected there? I have conversion stuck on PPL networks. When you can't pixel your own crap and you can't see conversion, you're at a disadvantage, and you never want to be at a disadvantage. You need to control the internet, and that's just what it comes down to. 100%, no questions asked. It's about controlling it. You're 100% correct. FBA is completely a benefit. There's tons of theory around it that we won't waste time on tonight, but because we want to make sure that those of you that are at the 50% and higher mark get away from that as quick as possible. And but after this, the free community and everything, NFG is always a free thing, and it's always there for questions and stuff. So if you have FBA questions, we are into everything. So let's just keep going, dude.
Yeah. So basically us too, like when it kicked off, we had one of our larger agency clients who did SEO. They were, how many locations do they have, Mike? A ton. I mean,
we were doing 875, I think.
Yeah, so we do a chunk each month and do them, but they paused immediately as soon as the outbreak came out. So it's all good. They'll be back. Their rankings are actually down now that we haven't been working on it. So I need to actually reach out to them. But so it affected us there. It affected us in PPL because I'm not going to name it right now, but a lot of people know our main niche, and for that niche, you kind of got to have to travel, so they switched up offers, but we're decent with call flow, so we were able to switch it around and make back some of that. And like I said, we were able to get some other stuff up, but we're going to talk about that in a second. But just know this isn't going to be a gloom and doom, but just know we have been affected too. But luckily, we have, and you will come out ahead once you start applying everything. So luckily, like I said, we put in safeguards, a bunch of them in place, a year or two ago. We started building this network, and it's not like it would take you a year or two to build it, but it's just, I took my time doing it. So I built what I call, who in here is into investing and stuff like that? The Dalio portfolio, Ray Dalio, he calls it his all-weather portfolio. So that's what I do with online stuff. So I have some stuff that thrives in good markets, and then when it goes down, and like I never saw this coming, but some of the niches that we're in, which we'll mention in a second, have skyrocketed for obvious reasons, and you'll see why in a second. Trying to get to all the comments as they come in. All right, so here's what we did. We diversified as much as possible. We started diversifying. I know how hard it is to diversify and not put all your eggs in one basket when something is working well. Like we have a niche that we make far more money in than anything else, but that's one of the niches that got hit. Luckily, we had multiple offers. We were able to switch things up pretty quickly, and we didn't really lose too much there. But if the stuff continues, then that probably goes down. But but it's hard when like I said, when things are going well, it's hard to be like, okay, I'm gonna take my time off of this stuff that I'm making money hand over fist. I'm gonna work on this shit that I'm not making any money on. That's really hard to not diversify like that. But it's like buying stocks or bonds. In some markets, bonds do better, and well, not with negative interest rates, but in some markets, bonds do better, and in some markets, equities do better. So. But like I said, we always keep our cash flow going, meaning, we've got to take care, we've got to milk that cash cow, right? So we've got stuff running that we've had running, Mike and I have been working on for years, and we really don't want to lose that. So, and then, so
even though they're down, we're not going to let them go. We're not going to stop marketing them. Just because it launched in four months and it did close to 7 figures, but now it's down 60%, 70%. We're going to keep that stream up and keep it going, right? You're never going to just walk.
I don't even know if it's down that much, Mike.
Is it not?
No, it's not down that much. Yeah, no, it's not down that much. But it could be if things, if travel.
Well, yeah, if it goes too long, it will be. There's no question.
It's certain states that we have to turn people away from, but that's not a big deal. It was like that in Payday when we were doing that. You can't do Payday in New York anymore all of a sudden, so it's not a big deal. So over time, we slowly built a portfolio of properties that allow us to thrive in virtually every market. And I'll show you how we built that portfolio specifically here in a minute. So who is ready? I want to get a hoorah again. No ones and twos. No ones and twos. You know me. Give me a West Coast is the best coast, East Coast that Beast Coast, whatever you want to type in. But who's ready to see the 3-step process that we've used to mitigate risk? What I call the all-weather portfolio.
Idaho
rocks. Yes, yeah. There are a lot of rocks in Idaho. Bring it. Hoorah!
Rocks in my freaking alfalfa farm too, dude. You can come pick them up.
I will. Yeah, you pay me by the bucket. Yeah. All right. So the main thing: diversify. Now, like I said, it's hard to diversify when things are going well, but you have to kind of think ahead. A few months, 6, 8, 10, 12 months in the future. What could fucking happen? So in the past 2 years, like I said, we've been able to build multiple revenue streams, all online. That's actually something I want to get into, is offline revenue streams, but kind of fucking hard to do that right now, isn't it? So, but agency, PPL, affiliate. I left off ecom's in there. A number of different niches, all with very, very minimum staffing. Actually, I don't think, aside from partners, do we have any aside from the one?
No, just in certain financial markets, we've got, I think, I wouldn't like talking about it because we'll get into why it's not a good idea here shortly. Yeah. But I think it's about 13 people. I don't know, but that's not our decision.
That's all on that one niche. Yeah. I would have fired all but 2, but all of that's with minimum staffing and very little money invested, like very little. So, so just a quick note, results are not typical. You might not be able to do what we've done, but we've been doing this a while, and like Mike said, I'm pretty efficient at shit. So I get a process down, I can do it over and over, just pump
If I
shit
can
out.
do it, you can freaking do it, is what it comes down to, honestly.
Exactly. So yeah, like I say, with 100% certainty, something is better than nothing, and you will achieve nothing if you don't try. I can guarantee you that. So getting into the overall 3 steps. So step 1 would be we're going to show you how to structure your online business horizontally. We'll talk about that more to ensure that you take a minimal hit throughout almost any disaster. Step 2, how to structure your agency vertically for a deeper diversification. And step 3, the simple tasks that'll make it a lot easier so that you can do little things every day to ensure that you're prepared for the next catastrophe, or as prepared as you can be. Like I said, no one could have seen this shit coming, right? Well,
I kind of thought it was,
some people say they did, yeah, but you never know what it is either, you know.
No, you don't. Usually, I think it might be not having any money, and that's what I'm actually worried about. So not being able to feed my freaking kids.
Ultimately, yeah. And I don't know how to hunt, so I'd be really screwed. I'd have to go out and try and scare a squirrel.
You got the machete, dude.
I do, yeah. I can't throw it very far though. So step 1, diversify horizontally. So let's get horizontal for a second, shall we?
Yeah, baby.
I told you I love me memes. So what do I mean by horizontally diversifying? So I mean
you're horizontally diversifying.
Exactly.
What is horizontal diversification, people? Come on, you guys know this. If you don't, just ask. It's right there.
Yeah, if you can read, you can probably fucking do it.
Yeah, you guys have the answer. You can ask.
Yes, what it means after I gone to the next slide. He's in Idaho. The internet's slow there. So
are the people, dude.
So step 1, try not to get shiny object syndrome, because I know everyone tries to diversify 100 different ways when they first get into it. I think a lot of people on here have been doing this a little while, so they've got the base down. Get your base down first. So don't get shiny object syndrome. We're not telling you go out and do this half-assed, then do this half-assed, and do this half-assed. What I want you to do is you've got your core SEO skills, right? So you can use that to build an agency. You can use
let's
that.
ask who's not an SEO in here?
Yeah.
Because there are faces that I do not know. Who is new to the online world?
Post yes or no? New, not new? OG?
If we know your names, you don't have to post. But if I don't know your names, if you post, it helps us help you better. Right on. Yep. KR is pretty damn new. New. No. I like that.
Not new.
I'm new here. I'm always new every day.
It's like 50 first dates.
Right on. So we got a good mix of it here. That's very cool. And I'm happy someone is here that is new, that I had this conversation with recently, and I'm gonna make him come talk soon too. But we'll get in that later. So
so what I'm basically talking about with horizontal diversification, we've got our agency clients. Everyone knows I fucking love PPL, pay per lead, because that's just cash flow coming in. Once I have the properties up, I really could give a shit less. I could go to the beach. I can't go to the beach now or get arrested. I could go to the beach. I could play with the kids. I could do whatever. Most of the time, don't tell anyone in the house. I just come in here and just fuck around. But it's quiet in my office. I like it.
yes.
But you've got e-com. E-com is fucking huge right now. Who in here agrees with me that e-com would be good to get into right now?
Is it good to get into? And if you're in it, what kind of percentage is it up for you? Yeah. I'm seeing about a 60% overall on everything that was existing.
Yep. I know how many Amazon boxes I have daily. Of course, you cannot order toilet paper from Amazon right now. It's unfortunate. Unless you want one of those big rolls. Yeah.
From Amazon right now.
What's that?
You know what's funny? And we'll get into it, but Brad will talk about where we're making some money on some new calls that are are spiking. And it's funny because I'm doing the same thing, and the local shops here did the same thing too. Who's doing home improvement projects, dude? You got to think like that when everything is moving. So not only are we diversifying, but we are thinking about what's going on around us, what everybody's doing right now when they're stuck at home with their kids and they're going crazy and they want to do something with their time, right? So
Yep.
exactly, yard toys.
I have a freshly painted dining room at the moment, so I should have been a Sherwin-Williams affiliate. That would probably do well. We need to bring Angel on, go over some Sherwin-Williams near me or something.
No doubt.
Stores near me, painters near me. But yeah, so yeah, a bunch of projects, right, Sarah? But yeah, so I think now again, step 3, do not neglect your cash flow or your cash cow, right? So I'm not going to completely drop all my PPL daily activities, even because that is my main cash flow. If that goes away, you know, I'm not going to be hurting, but I'm not going to notice it's gone. You know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I try and get all my shit done before Mike wakes up, so then and then I can get some stuff done. But so yeah, so but go out and you can get a few agency clients, bring the revenue in. Corey, who said he's had stuff gone up, he's primarily agency and affiliate, as far as I know. So Corey, what's gone up more lately? Is it your agency stuff or your affiliate?
Dude, he's smashing all of them right now. He's not gonna say it, but he is. I know both of them are just killing it.
Yeah, but main thing,
knows SEO.
He does. Yeah, he's good. I've seen some of the rankings. Do not stop milking the cash cow. Even expand it if possible. Double down on that right now, because if you're losing stuff, you got to double down on it. You're just gonna have to grind it out. It's easy to, you know, just say fuck it and homeschool the kids. But yeah, you've got to hit it.
I haven't stopped milking Brad since 2016.
I know, even though I try and pull away, but so step 2, diversify vertically. I know this says integration, but you know, memes are memes. So diversify vertically. What do you think? Before I go to the next slide, Mike, you want to ask the question? What do you think we mean?
Vertical diversification versus horizontal diversification integration? Someone knows. Come on. That's some brains you got there. It's a good call. Very good call. Because you can read that as multiple things. Niche down.
Getting close.
Getting there. So a lot of supplier versus comparative and supplier versus customers coming out. People are thinking, at least, you know, people are getting like really, and there's some answers. There's more than one answer of more than one niche, more in one niche. And that's right, more in one niche.
Yeah. Mary pretty much hit the nail on the head too. More affiliate, more PPL, more e-com.
Yep.
So this is honestly what saved our ass in this whole thing is step 2. Because we, like, you know, I focus a lot on PPL, selling leads. But I was like, how the fuck do I diversify this shit so I don't lose my ass? The main thing goes down, right? Because in our main niche, there was a lot of litigation going through. All of that's forgotten, it seems like, at the moment. But, you know, affiliate, private offers were tightening up. We had one guy changing up offers like every freaking week, like back towards the beginning of the year, maybe even before.
Have an IVR.
Yeah. So yeah, have an IVR, have multiple people that you can send calls to, but more importantly, and what I'm talking about vertically is, you know, like it says here, within each cash generating silo, you still need to diversify. For example, don't just stick to plumbing, don't just stick to legal, etc. I know everyone and their brother, like when they're going over sales, tells you to, you know, focus on one thing. And basically that's true, but you want them to think that you only focus on one thing. You can have another website for plumbers, or you can have another website if your agency, quote unquote, strictly targets lawyers, you know, but you can have multiple websites, right? I could shit out 5 websites in a day and be in 5 different niches if I wanted to. But But what we did though in PPL is, luckily for us, we targeted home services. And that's something that we've had partners in the past tell everyone, don't do home services. It's too hard. It's not too hard. You just do it and get calls. It might be harder, but the payouts typically better. I look for high payouts. I look for
You
volume.
want high barrier to entry too if you can't get high payout. So
Yeah, you want something that not every single affiliate network has. What's the is it Invoca? Something like that?
yeah. Invoca
yeah,
is where they run.
yeah, they just plug everything in there. Like everyone has the exact same offer. So it's not unique.
It's easy to get and be an affiliate program if you just want everything else that
Yeah,
everyone
which
else
is
has.
fine if you're just getting started, go with those, but then start immediately looking for private offers. Ring Partners, okay, they've never been too bad.
I will say right now, Brad, that that's one of the companies that I've had 3 people come to me and say that they just closed people's accounts for asking questions about terms of service.
I believe it. Yeah, they're cutting back right now.
Yeah, they're tightening up. Then I mean, I think are we sending them anything at all anymore?
Not Ring Partner now.
No. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sure that they're lowering their
We've sent stuff to Palo before. I think we might
Right.
still have one like backup. Like if someone calls at like 3 in the morning and we don't have anyone else to send to, we send it to them. But yeah, so if you're running an SEO agency, especially in times like these, like I had it's crazy how stuff comes up. My wife's hairdresser is like, hey, your husband does online stuff, right? Yeah. Can he do websites? I think he can. So she asked me, yeah, send her my way. So next day, someone that she went to CNA school, hey, does your husband still do the online stuff? I've got like this photo booth or something I need SEO for. I need to pop for, what I assume, I think he was in Burlington. So it'd probably be like Burlington photo booths or
It's a
something
coat
like
factory.
that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they do have a Burlington coat factory. It's nice.
I like it. I bought my coat there.
Yeah, it's the only people that stock your size. But lengthwise, not width. But yeah, so you distracted me now. So
No, it's because I'm pretty. But seriously, it comes down to I get my knee highs there is what it comes down to. But realistically, vertical diversification, horizontal diversification, they're both extremely important. I will tell you that there are people out there that I know that are the best at a horizontal or a vertical diversification, but I also know a secret about them and that they are more than what they seem to be, and they have more going on than what you actually see. So like Brad said, there is no reason, as long as you're being ethical to people, there is no reason not to be working with someone else in a different state if it's not conflicting with a current client or anything like that. There's also no reason not to work on a tangent market that is supportive and somewhat relevant and generate revenue off that either. So just maximizing everything that you are doing to squeeze as much milk out of that cow as you can. Yeah, he does. I'm sure you do. Thanks a lot, buddy. Basically, you do. You want to call it a reach around and grab everything you can.
Yep, exactly. So, and I found it like very interesting, like from when this stuff kicked off. Who in here has looked at their call logs? I don't know how many people do PPL. Just type in PPL or no PPL right now. If you do PPL, if you don't do, you can tell that I love it, but no.
Oh, it's
TJ
mostly
does.
no's.
Yeah, that people start doing that if you can. Build your own assets, get maps and push them, Yeah, mostly everyone in here doesn't do PPL.
Right now is a great time. No, it does not show your name. I don't know. Actually,
I could see it, but yeah, not everyone else can.
I don't think they can see it. No, I don't think so.
No, the audience can't see the chat.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you're good, dude.
We'll get to that in a second, Lisa. We'll give you a resource. But basically, I love looking at the call stuff and see what goes up, what goes down. That way I can plan for the next one, right? So it's very, very interesting. As soon as the shit started locking up in California back a month or two ago, legal, like personal injury stuff shot through the roof in California. It was crazy. I was like, oh, sweet, we're gonna make an ass ton off this. I hate that people are having to call personal injuries, but you know, it is what it is. The listings are there. We're helping people find the best lawyer they can, right? So it was funny because it spiked, and I was like, sweet, we ride this shit out. Corona can continue forever. Then it fucking dropped off a cliff. I was like, well, that's interesting. But then we've had,
you know, I've been watching I mean, I'm freaking nerdy. I've been watching logs a lot. I was watching logs with someone on this call the other day because Brad won't sit down and watch logs with me. But logs, I mean server logs. And there's some very interesting activity going on just in different bots that are active right now and the way that they are moving around the net. It's very interesting. And I won't get all nerdy right now, but beyond that, it's just crazy. It's just the offers and everything has kind of switched up a little bit. If you look at the tech, if you look at the offers, if you look at everything. So pay attention to everything, because I mean, if Brad hadn't noticed that and then we hadn't noticed certain things on different offers, like we would miss opportunities. So even if you are doing well and you do feel like everything's solid, pay attention, because there's more opportunities sitting all over the place. That's a big point of it right now.
It's funny because as soon as we started the free NFG Skype group, one of the industries that we've done well in, people have asked, like, anyone have leads here? Anyone have leads here? And it's in it's a subset of the home services. I was like, well, think about it. You know, everyone's at home fucking up their house. You know, someone tries to paint and they can't do it, and they have to hire a painter. Or someone leaves something running and it overflows, or someone's using the dishwasher more than they usually do, so then they got to call a tech because they broke it. You know,
I build a retaining wall. I mean, random crap, dude, because everyone's bored.
Yep, exactly. So bottom line, you want to diversify agency, PPL, all that stuff, but then you want to dig down into those silos a little bit more and diversify within those as well. Does that make sense to everyone?
Dude, I'm not letting him on anymore, Brad. He's banned.
Yeah, just don't read it, Mike. So
okay, I'll try not to.
Where the all-weather comes in is when, like I said, when you combine steps 1 and 2, when steps 1 and 1 are combined, when steps 1 and 2 are combined, you end up with a fully integrated all-weather cash flow portfolio, meaning when some stuff goes down, other stuff goes up, just like stocks, bonds, gold. That's why people buy gold in good times, because when shit goes down, gold's typically going to go up. This means if one sector goes down during a crisis, others should go up, allowing you to maintain a more consistent revenue stream. Does that sound good to everyone? Everyone think that they could start?
I know
the gears turning
and go, well, this is obvious. This is obvious. And I hear people say this, but I also hear some of the same people say they lost 80% of their income, guys. I really want to drive this home. Pay attention to this. Take it seriously. It is more important than your ninja freaking hack, whatever the hell it is that you have. Hacks go away, come and go, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. You need to be paying attention to the business aspect of your business. And there's a reason we have our businesses structured the way we have our businesses structured. There was a question on Facebook today. I went to Facebook for the first time in like a year, like this week. And one of the questions was, who does SEO that has side businesses? And I was just like, I don't understand why people are looking at it as a separate aspect of anything, guys. If you have a skill set, now monetize it everywhere you can. It does not matter what it is. Go out and find another offer, find another client, find a high barrier to entry person that has a license to sell something that nobody else can get into online that has the same skills as you, because they don't know the same people you know. It is super possible. And you really need to think outside the box right now if your income is down, because it shouldn't be down. And I'm not saying that to be harsh or mean or anything like that, because in 2007, I lost my fucking ass when I thought I was retiring, dude. So I've been there multiple times. And just luckily this time I had good partners, and basically was able to weather this like a champ, realistically. And that was not because of me, it was because of the minds around me and the people around me. So take it damn seriously.
Yep, exactly. So We got one more. You know, we're usually saying always be closing, but in this time we're going to say always be working. And this has kind of been my mantra since I got into it. I like to get up, work out a little bit, drink some coffee, and then come in and just at least grind it out for a few hours. And then I can kind of not coast, but you know, I need to get in those hours every morning to get shit done, make sure shit gets done. It's like people in office buildings that go into the office like an hour early, and that's the most work they get done during the day. I'm pretty good at chipping away at stuff relatively quick, or you know, relatively consistently.
Damn good at it. And I've woken up to 500 websites built in a morning because I set alerts for that kind of crap because I'm nerdy. And I will have just gotten up at 7 a.m. my time, and Brad's already built 500 fucking websites. Now, who out there can say that shit? And if you can't say that, why not?
500 is a light day.
Yeah, no shit. But so, I'm serious though. I'm not joking, guys. Like, it's possible for everybody. It really is. It's not fucking rocket scientist. I'm a high school dropout. Brad's a fucking caveman.
A caveman with a college degree.
Said, caveman my ass.
Who said that?
Miss Mac.
Oh, Sarah, yeah. Mac attack. So yeah, first thing I would do is make a list. Like everything we've gone over tonight, we've talked about home services, PPL, agency, everything like that. Like, what do you want to do? What's available? You know, make a list, then prioritize that fucking list. Then set aside time every day. Make it a specific time so you have to freaking do it. Don't set any meetings. Don't do anything like that. If you've still got a day job, either do it before you go to work or right after you get home. I did the same shit when I had a day job too. So
I will tell you right now, everyone that I know that is smashing this shit, they did it when they had a day job. And that goes for everybody I've ever worked with, everybody I've ever seen successful. If you are working a job and you want to do this online thing, and I know there are some of you in here because I see new faces and I can see how people are talking, and I know I've been doing this long enough to see what is going on. I'm going to make this point right now. If you hang around at all and I see you try to quit your damn day job before you've got a year in the fucking bank, don't talk to me anymore, because it's not smart and it's not the way to do it. You haven't proven to yourself and your family yet that you can do it, and you need to prove it, because if you can't prove it, it's going to hurt when it fucking goes apart, dude.
Yep, exactly. So I set aside, like, even if it's like 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. or it's like first thing, like I always have to write emails and stuff like that. Do ad copy, do copy for web pages. If I have to write anything, I have to do that as early as possible, or shit's not getting done, right? And I save my afternoons for meetings. So I like to do it earlier. Some people like to do it later. Some people do emails like last and stuff like that. Just structure your day however it works best for you, but set a specific time. Okay, I'm going to do it from, like, I'm going to get my coffee, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to bust this out. Or I'm going to make sure my cash cow is good for an hour or two. And then at like 10 a.m., I'm going to work on it hard from 10 to 11. Now I'm going to turn it off.
And when Brad eats lunch, I'm going to get up and make a couple phone calls. Yep, and exactly. Play with a paint gun.
Yeah, when Brad eats lunch is when Mike's freaking messaging me. Oh, are you eating lunch? Yes, I eat lunch.
I actually had a half-hour-long conversation about your lunch hour today with my wife, dude. I said, I actually tell people stop bothering Brad. It's lunchtime, dude.
It doesn't really matter because I don't watch my phone typically.
I know you don't. You can't get a hold of Brad, and you need plastic figurine. But there's somebody in here that did not. I'm not going to mention their name, Mr. Shep, but I will tell you. You know, I've watched you for years, man, and I know that you took it seriously when it came to not quitting your day job. And I see you here, damn, man, 5 years later, you're doing it full time, bro. Good job. And I'm proud of you, dude.
So and set a time. Make sure you do that time. Do this with everything, in my opinion, but we're not going to get into that. We're just talking about, you know, starting the new stuff, but you know, and then be consistent, fucking consistent. Like it's just like the gym. You don't have to work out, you don't have to bust your balls every time. But if you go in consistently, you should be pretty good. Now, if you go in and just like hang out, you're not going to do anything. But be consistent, put the work in. Remember not to forget about your cash cow. I mean, I've said that on virtually every slide. People do that, especially in this industry, because they get the shiny object syndrome. Oh, I'm going to do, I'm making $100 a day in affiliate. Ooh. And then the next month, oh, I'm doing ecom. Don't tell anyone about ecom. Okay, I think I'm going to do clients now because I need the money. Okay, I'm going to go back to what I actually know because I really need the fucking money now. You know, we know people like that and they're fucking smart as shit. But if they would just stay on something consistently, they would be way more ahead than what they are now. But people get bored, people lose sight. Mike, you know people like that, right?
Yeah, I love people like that. I mean, shit, dude, I have similar traits to people like that, you know, and
Yeah.
I have a partner like you to make sure that those traits don't overtake it, you know. I've got a community.
It's pretty cool.
What's
All
that?
right, and then I said your YouTube shit is pretty cool. I've never you just take it over. But and then number 5, I kind of stuck this in here. Automate simple tasks. Look, we mentioned VAs earlier. We have business partners that have like $13,000 to $15,000 a month overhead just in VAs, just doing shit.
Who has VAs? I'm not going to say if you do, and I'm going to ask you what you do with the VAs for a reason. What do you do with your VAs? And I'm not getting weird about that. I'm going to ask you why you have those damn VAs. Not anymore. Yes, yes, yes.
I know people. The problem with VA, I mean, I understand VA, like people having VAs. I've never really got into them. I consider like my web dev guys, they're fucking awesome. They're not like, they're the closest thing I have to a VA, but it's a whole team of people, and I only have to talk to one fucking guy, you know. Same thing with the guy that does all my automation.
The VA is doing a system that you've taught them, and you can automate that system. And then you get into a situation like this, and I'm watching dozens of people right now wrestle with this freaking painful ass decision. Do I fire these 13, 14, 15 people that I trained with all of my knowledge because they made simple mistakes, or they just broke it apart, and they are trying to decide if they can keep them or not, or they're paying them, watching their business go down the fucking drain because they're selfish and they don't care about their family more than the damn VAs. And I'm sorry, it sounds
I understand
mean,
caring about the VAs, but you got to do what's right for you. You know?
you have to do it. It's about you, your family, and your people, and you really need to understand that. And you can automate most of what your VAs do, and we do that. I mean, that's how we do our business. It's either going to be SaaS or it's going to be a bot. And there are things
most
we
of the time
hire
it's a bot. It's a simple fucking. Mike has seen my bots. I'm like, he's actually. It's funny because I typically put the logic together for the bots, and
I use the bot. Brad doesn't use it.
Yeah, Mike put one together at one time, and the bot guy's like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "I don't know. I didn't look at it. I just sent it over." I'm like, "God damn it, Mike! You didn't make it simple enough." I was like, "Let me help you make it, like simplify it." But
exactly.
But anyway, automate anything that you can. Like if you got VAs going out and grabbing addresses for GMBs or doing whatever, you know, stop it. Get a bot to do it. If you got VAs doing this and this and this and this every single day, stop it. Get a VA or get a bot to do it. That's my main thing. If I can go in and click a button and set up a bot, and it's like I've got bots I can bring up right now that are like running on BPSs that like I'm gonna make probably like 5+ figures a month with just what I get from those bots. So if you can automate it at all, please do.
So guys, this really comes down to, always be working comes down to, like, I have hobbies, the things that I like to do, like plastic figurines and stuff, right? Painting cars and crap like that. I got to tell you that if you have time to do that, why aren't you making money with it, man? I'm going to tell you about a network that I have that's got probably 400 sites in it that I started because they were skills that I wanted to learn when my daughter was born, because I started freaking out about how am I going to take care of her if something goes wrong. I said plastic figurines, dude. But anyways, that network of sites, when this happened, skyrocketed and increased about 75 to 80% in revenue overnight because of what happened. And I'll tell you, I've been posting all freaking for years and years and years that
It's shit that
toilet
you're
paper.
passionate about too, right?
What's that?
It's shit that you're passionate about, right?
Yeah, it is. No, I'm passionate
Yeah.
about it. This is how I started my internet career back in 2001 is I realized that if I wanted to learn something, all I had to do was take my time to publish how I'm learning it and learn it and show other people, make sure I'm doing it all the time, not faking it. I'm doing it and I'm showing how I'm doing it, and I can make money off of that. And it continues to be the same every day, no matter what. If you're learning from someone and you're not seeing their day-to-day or what they're doing, or they're not talking about certain things, be very fucking careful with what you're paying attention to. And that's why when you follow the always be working methodology, or whatever the hell you want to call it, theory, if you're always working, you're not always working. You're having a good time and you're enjoying your life while you're making money, and that's what it comes down to. So don't think about it as always be working. It's always
This isn't
be having
like grinding like hard, you know,
Yep.
but you always want to be
Grinding.
chipping away at the goal. Consistency. Sound good, everyone? Always be
And
productive.
that's
There
a
you
good
go.
one, TJ. Always be productive.
ABP.
That's nice.
You down with ABP?
Now, ABP.
Yeah, you know me. All right, so for the past, I'd say right at an hour, you know, how's everyone like the info? Do we think that this will help going forward?
Are you taking something away from it is what I want to know, because
exactly.
honestly, it's about helping those of you that have lost 80%. And we're going to talk about how to get away from that. I know it's happening to a ton of you guys. Yeah, you're going to get horizontal. I know it. And realistically, it should be a good kick in the pants. And I appreciate that, because people ignore it. 2007, I thought I was diversified. I went to bed making $5,000 a day. I woke up making maybe $1 or $2. Okay. So I thought I had 5 revenue streams, and someone very cool that operates a piece of software that is integral to my day-to-day called Poppy Pop 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 recently told me a figure and a fact that I hadn't realized. And thank you, Kyle, because it's very true. I thought I was diversified enough at 5 fucking revenue streams, and I got my ass handed to me, dude. And I ended up with a day job again, hustling my ass off on the side to get back online. And I realized after you were talking to me the other day, we chatted it up for an hour or so, and I looked up the facts afterwards, and you're damn right, man. 7 streams, $12,000 a month, and that's pretty much an average, dude. So we're talking about literally you're looking for 7 different revenue streams in a vertical or horizontal method that that puts the most safety and gives you the most life rafts. I can't say it. Say life rafts.
Life rafts.
Yeah, here we go.
Life
That's
rafts.
it. So realistically, don't ignore it. I know some of you are thinking, I know this, but I also know some of you are saying I lost 80%. I want to keep saying that, not because I'm a dick, but although I'm a dick. I want to say it because it's completely important. It's happened to me more than once. At that same time, I lost my ass in real estate as well. I got my ass handed to me, and I was just done, dude. I mean, I had to file bankruptcy. It was fucking shitty as hell, man. And I really thought I was safe. And I know what I did wrong, and I've been able to do that. And Brad's helped a lot with that. Partners have helped a lot with that. Colleagues have helped a lot with that. And it's extremely important. It's not been once, it's been 3 times for me that it's happened. And I didn't have it happen this time, and I'm damn glad. I didn't even worry about it this time because of the way it had happened before and what I put in place to make it different this time. But it's important for you to think about. So my soapbox is done. I'll let Brad go again.
Just a quick recap. You know, we showed you how to properly optimize horizontally, diversify vertically within each area. I think that's really important, especially because I like PPL so much. Have I mentioned that I like PPL? And no one in here is fucking doing it, so start doing it. But I started diversifying within that vertical pretty expansively, and then, you know, just chip away at it every day. You do simple tasks, set aside, you know, 1 or 2 hours a day Don't exhaust all your mental resources, your physical resources. Don't exhaust all your monetary resources, but just chip away at it every day, and you're going to build something.
I got another one. It's NBS. Never be spending.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Never be spending. You're good to go.
So there is more. Would you guys like a little bit of more?
A little bit of more.
A little bit of more. A little bit of Mambo number 5. Awesome. All right, sweet. You knew we had something for you, didn't you? So this is the official launch of NFG Monthly. This is something OG NFG, Original Gangsters, just Mike and Brad. We finally decided to release our own course. People kept asking why we kept connecting with other people.
Course, you mean community.
Yeah, exactly. But people kept asking, you know, why'd you team with this guy? Why'd you team with this guy? Well, they're fucking brilliant. We learn a lot from them. But eventually you come to the point where they want to do their own thing, or, you know, yeah, you don't have the same vision going forward. And we've run into that, I'd say 3 or 4 times now. But I was like, Mike, this time we got to go old school NFG, because there's nothing that made me happier than that first event. Where people were ranking by the time they got home.
Was ranking the second day of the event. I know we had at least 3 or 4 people ranking the second day of the event. It was amazing. It was great.
We had people checking their rankings when they were stepping off the planes and shit too. Yeah,
people think it's all dead.
Yeah, that's funny.
They think it's all dead. They think they can't get map listings. They think everything. But guess what, guys? It's never stopped. It's all the same since I've been doing this shit. It's never changed.
So Mike and I decided to do this, put our own material in it. The shit that we do day to day, that's kind of the drawback for us teaming up with other people is they're at the forefront, which is awesome, and they deserve it. But dude, we're grinding every day. You know, we're making a good amount of money. You know, and
dude, we just got into a market. We got into a market that I promise you can't get into unless we go, hey, you want to do this with us? And guess what? That's what we want to do. We want to do shit with people. The reason Brad and I have always done this is because I met Brad at an event. And that's when my income soared, and I think Brad's income soared as well, is when we put our heads together and trusted each other and got married. And he's my work wife. It is what it is.
Across the threshold. So
exactly. And I'm not kidding you. Like every time we network, every time we're with new people, I promise you, there's people in here that once everyone starts talking, either you guys are going to make money together, or we'll end up making money with someone. It always happens. It never fails. I say it every time we say this and we do this, and it always happens. And that's what's important about it. So I'm done.
Yep, exactly. So basically, in the NFG monthly community, here's what you're going to get. Of course, full membership. We've got a huge base of knowledge. We're building on everything that we've done over the past, I don't know, however many years we've been doing it. Skype access, because I still love Skype. Screw Facebook until we absolutely need it. I love the Skype communities. Those are the best places. Like, I go to bed and wake up and freaking Mike went on a rant or something and drop bombs.
Chuck Norris makes me do it, bro.
Exactly. You start trying to high kick and shit. Of course, you're always going to get the advanced SEO tactics in there, and some cool on-page trickery stuff. We're valuing that at $11.64, $19.97, $4.97. Total value of $36.58. So who is this community for? Basically, SEOs who want to get in there and learn badass stuff and actually apply it. Anyone looking to add additional revenue streams, because you know that's what I'm all about. And everyone in here that hasn't fucking done PPL, they need to be in it. I'm blown away by the amount of people that said no to PPL.
I was too, man. That's where the money's at.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. And nothing wrong with not being in it, but I think you should be in it. So both brand new people will take care of you. Veteran SEOs, of course, you're going to learn all the cool shit. Someone stuck at a certain level of income. For some reason, I've heard the 30,000 a month number.
30,000 is always where it is, dude. Every single time.
And in different different verticals too. It's like agency, PPL, affiliate.
It's about,
I'm
you know
stuck
what it is? It is about community and partnership, and it's one of the hardest things to break for anybody online is that $30,000 mark when they aren't networking. That's where I was stuck until I met you, and I've seen
it's
many
hard. Yeah,
people,
stuck there. Yeah.
many people get stuck there that are doing over 100,000 a month now. And I'm not throwing out numbers there to be a douchebag, but I had someone that I did consulting with after one of the first events I ever spoke at, just me and him. He got way too drunk the first night we were doing it, and he didn't get up until 3 p.m. And he sent me one of his e-com stores, and that store made 40,000 in the last 6 days, you know. And I mean, he branched out, he learned more, and he networked, and that's what we're talking about, guys.
Yep. And of course, because yeah, guys and gals, because of the subject matter of this webinar, everyone who's been kicked in the nuts by COVID, everyone who's lost the 50, 80, even just 20% of revenue, you got to get that back. So that's who that's for. So when we're putting it together, of course, we always got two options, right? So we can go as cheap as possible, resting on our laurels, knowing people will jump in this community just because it's me and Mike, and we've been going back and forth with our group for a while now, 4 or 5 years, and we could come out with a half-assed course that we just like threw together, but that would only waste people's time and money. Or we could do the second option, take it old school NFG, like I said, fucking just dump a ton of time and resources into it and actually give everyone something that we're proud of, because this is like, we can't shove this on someone else. If this does not do well, if people are not satisfied, if people aren't killing it with this, it's on me and Mike, you know. And I think that was the difference with the first event too. You know, it was just me and Mike. We brought in a few guest speakers and stuff, but it was primarily me and Mike. We felt morally responsible for everyone in the room. So
no, we are morally responsible for everybody that freaking puts trust in it. It's just the way it is, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, you're not morally responsible as a human being, but when it comes to that, I would say, yeah.
Well, no, I'm definitely not. I mean, you've seen me at my best.
We're online marketers. How could we be morally responsible as a whole?
No, we can't be.
It's not possible. Compare me to people in my neighborhood, they say, you know. Anyway, we won't get into that. So so basically, here's what you're going to get: full membership, Skype access, like I said, 1164 value, advanced SEO tactics, 1997, on page trickery, 497, GMB and PPL. Did anyone know in here that I like PPL? Hacking, 1997. Power linking.
Did anyone know that we lost, I think, about 2,500 listings in January and barely fucking felt it?
Did we lose that many?
Yes, we did, dude.
So yeah, valuing that at 1997. Power linking done the right way. Mike's got some cool tiering shit that he's going to be showing. 347 value. Honestly, that's way too low. YouTube domination. Mike just wrapped up his YouTube series, at least the starter of it. Get everyone going. That is a gold mine for affiliate type shit if you want to start building that. But
my 12-year-old daughter's making money doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And my 6-year-old has actually talked about doing YouTube. He's like, how does Blippi make money? I was like, well, he gets YouTube views, and people YouTube pays him, and he makes money that way. He's like, yeah.
My 8-year-old, she's publishing her first book right now, dude.
Nice, that's sick. She's a good writer.
She is damn good. She's also mixed media and shit, but keep going.
Who in here knew that Mike had a YouTube advertising agency on his lonesome?
I think almost no. I think probably nobody in here knew that, even people that might be past partners, except for you.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think anybody knows that I actually got really interested in YouTube probably 5 years ago, and just got addicted to playing with video.
Yeah, because of the one client that we had, right? They needed some YouTube help, and you just killed. Yeah. So the nutraceutical company.
About who inspired me, because it's due the credit. They inspired me very much so. when they showed me how to rank a video in fucking 1 minute. And I'm not talking about the live streaming bullshit everybody else was doing.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then I've got a whole section in there, agency automation, showing you exactly how I lay out my bots, how I set it up.
Brad says 10,000 on this, but I'll tell you, we've closed multiple contracts for 250 to 350,000 a year just with that shit right there.
Yeah, our first 50,000 a month client that we had, we ran it completely with bots that I had our personal guy make. And I actually give you a way in there to get access personally to our bot guy. So you can go to Upwork and stuff like that. But I show you, like I said, there's a very specific way I do to lay out what I want the bot to do. And you have to do it like this for people that are doing it, because they never done this shit before.
I was taught how to do development and layout development and bots by a military developer that ran a room of 300 people, I think it was. And Brad schools my ass at this every single fucking time. He fucking just starts fucking yelling at me and says, "You're a fucking idiot, and let me take care of this."
Yeah, so you're going to get agency automation. Like I said, we're putting that at $997, but the amount of money and shit that you're going to save from just VAs and just time that you're going to free up with that, it's going to be way more. But that totals $20,996. So then we got a bonus number one. Everyone remember PPL Academy? Probably not, because we never really released it. That is a PPL course that we put together.
Not through a fault of our own, I will say. We were asked not to release it, but
yeah, so it's all good. We never released it. We had it ready to go, had the funnel built out. It's in the course. Everyone's going to get it that signs up within the next 7 days. We were going to set that at, I think we're going to set it at the mid five, so 527 value for anyone that wants that. And then bonus number two, web traffic takeover. That's where we get deep into Facebook, deep into traffic generation. That's the course Mike and I had. You're going to get lifetime access to that. We were selling it for $397 a month. We just multiplied that by 12. Of course, you're going to get more than a year's worth of access, but that puts the value of that at $4,767.
Still all works, people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, really well. And then the LoopNet scraping bot. I'm personally handing out this bot that I use more than any other thing that I've ever had created.
That's a daily use for you, isn't it?
It's running right now on a VPS. And I just improved it, Mike. I don't think I've told you. It fucking kills the shit out of everything, like the past versions. We made it so much faster. Really? It's insane. Yeah. Boom. 500 nice. Addresses. You know, I'll go take a pee, then come back, and it'd be done. But so the LoopNet,
I want to see your specs on your server, then, dude.
Yeah, it's AWS. I never really look at that. I just see the amount going up. But yeah, so we got the LoopNet scraping bot. I'm going to throw that in there. I think I paid $997 for it, but the value for that is going to be way more. But we're giving that to anyone that needs to.
The value for that is at least 7 figures a year in business at minimum, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it helped us build our network. Yeah, our 8-figure network.
With Trey, I think the first 4 months was 7 figures. I mean, it fucking, yeah, it's stupid.
And it's all because of this, and we didn't have to get the addresses by hand. So basically that goes out, it grabs all the addresses, does it better than anything I've seen out there. I'm sure there's other shit out there that does it, but I haven't seen anything as good as this, because you can just plug in a bunch of cities and get the addresses, and some other cool features that it has on there that I had them add in, and you'll see why. And once everyone gets into PPL, they'll really see why, because it really helps with GMBs and stuff like that. So to sum it up, here's what you're going to get. Full membership, Skype access, $1164. Advanced SEO tactics, $1997. On-page trickery, $497. GMB and PPL hacking, $1997. Power linking, Mike's going to go into his tiering, his special tiering methods done the right way, $347. YouTube,
I don't do stupid ass confusing diagrams. It's just all
it's tiered. Yeah, it's simple, but he has a very specific, simple way. Yeah, exactly. YouTube domination, you could turn that into a revenue stream easily. for $997. Agency automation, like I said, $997. Bonus one, PPL Academy, that literally was going to go out for $527. WTT lifetime membership, $1997, and the LoopNet scraper, which we paid $997 for, but has way more value than that. So all that adds up to $26,514. So if all this course, all this community did was allow you to just set up one additional revenue stream, do you think it would be worth it? Post up.
Seriously, post it up. What is one new connection worth to you? What is one new tactic that makes
just
you
from this webinar?
Month.
Yeah, just from this webinar, if you're able to set up something, it should pay dividends.
I promise you somebody will make new money off this webinar. I know that it seems very simple, but I promise you some light bulbs went off tonight, and there's people that are going to kill it because of that.
And as always, if you can get just one or two gold nuggets that like make the needle drop. Is it pin drop, needle drop? One of those.
It's a pin needle.
Worth it. Yeah, and then this one I think is really important. If it slightly reduces your downside risk, and again, we're looking at it from a portfolio perspective. If it slightly reduces your downside risk, meaning you kind of hedge your losses and this catastrophe that we're going through right now, would it be worth it? If you're able to reduce that at any extent, would it be worth it? And if we were able to allow you to land at least one high ticket client, high ticket private offer, which I mean is way more than any client that I think we've ever had, Mike, is the personal offers that we've come up with. If you're able to do that, it would be worth it. Yeah, right.
It's absolutely worth it, and it's definitely always easier not to deal with clients.
Exactly. And you could see, this would be a good deal at $6,000 or even $34.97, which we talked about selling for a one-time fee. But we love everyone here. We want to create a community. We want to help as many people as possible. Everyone in here is special, especially Mike and a few select audience members.
Fuck you,
dude. You can join right now for $97 a month, right? Again, ton of value. If you want to hop on right now, NFGSEO.com.
What I want to say is those of you that just decided to go find a fucking sign up link and sign up a week ago, I got something fucking special for you, and I appreciate that shit because I didn't even think we were.
We actually had a few people begging for it, and I handed out the buy link maybe a few days early.
I know a couple of them found it, dude. Mm-hmm. Sneaky little fucks.
Yeah. So if that sounds good to you, it's going to be old school NFG. We're going to bring you. I mean, we're doing this shit every day, so it's hard not to bring you the freshest stuff and exactly what we're doing right now to make money. Exactly what we're doing right now to hedge against the next catastrophe. So if that,
I will say that we do not have time to do anything other than what we're doing to make money. So I want you guys to be really freaking straightforward. If I'm showing you shit that I'm doing, you're probably looking at a business. And if something happens to a business, I'll shut the shit down right away.
Yep, exactly. You're going to know what's working. So if that sounds cool to you, head over to nfgseo.com/monthly. But wait, we got to have more. And no, this is not an upsell or anything, but we wanted to give you something else.
It's a one-time offer.
No, it's not an OTO. There are no OTOs. We're not doing that shit.
We don't do that shit.
Yeah. Well, we have, but we're not doing it now. We've been hiding the true value in all this shit. It sounds awesome, but the true value, because unfortunately, I am a caveman. Gary V makes me feel like shit on YouTube, and we're not experts at everything, but we're luckily very well connected, especially Mike. Mike's got a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends,
I got Brad as my friend, and that's what matters. And a couple other people with some really cool fucks all over the place.
Yeah. And it's because Mike doesn't mind sitting down with someone on Skype at 1 in the morning when I'm sleeping. So we were able to bring a slew of special guests each month. Some of them you have heard of, but some of them you haven't. So don't be thinking that, oh, these guys are just going to bring on someone that, already heard talk like 50 million times. We've got our personal
I want to know
AdWords
who was
guy.
listening. Who did I talk to today randomly that just popped back up online? It was the first person ever prosecuted for something very fucking cool in my opinion, because we'll teach you how not to do things till the point where you're not paying attention to the law that changes, because that's what happens online. You can get in trouble right away and be done. I've seen it multiple times. So
yeah. So like we've got our AdWords expert. He's managing like 4 mil plus a month in one of the toughest niches like ever. Like you think of tough niches, they have updates named after the niche that he's in. He's been running 4+ mil a month in that. So he knows his shit. He's worked in corporate America forever. And that's why no one's heard of him, so the very
there's people
best.
that are just amazing, that are coming real quick too, that you got people talking that like, oh, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, blah 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 blah, but I know who they are and I know how they think and I know what they do, and it's pretty amazing. And we've always said it, and I'm interrupting Brad because it's extremely important, and I was stuck until I met Brad. You have to network, you have to know people. If you do not do it, you will cap out. If you network, meet people, and you trust people that can be trusted, and there's ways to do it, you will not cap out. And that's that.
Yeah, they're the absolute experts in their field. We're bringing at least one on a month. We might do more with as many as we've got loaded up. And Mike and I want to do some webinars as well, but we're going to have those once a month. And like I said earlier, we've always had that one expert that we've teamed up with, right? Where like that kind of pigeonholes us. This way we can cover everything. We're going to be able to help everyone.
And no, it's not affiliate pitches. That's not what we're talking about.
Oh, no, exactly. Yeah, we're not going to go like that. So, yeah, we're going to be able to allow everyone to expand horizontally, vertically. If you want to fucking start a PPC empire, feel free. I saw a Neil Patel interview randomly. I don't watch a ton of that dude's stuff, but he's like, yeah, you got to go Facebook and AdWords advertising. So we're going to have all those people on that way.
Brian Dean and one of the dudes that I was talking to yesterday, there's some pretty cool shit going on, and I think one or both, I'm not sure, have kind of agreed to come and chop some shit up. So it'll be fun.
We're gonna have some gangsters on, because that's what NFG old school does. So like I said, this is where the true value comes. This is where we're going to be always adding new modules, new lessons, new content to it. But this is where the real bombs are going to be dropped. Then everything else is going to be supported.
Everything's going inside too. All the link building, everything that people are doing, because we've always passed the value. We try to make it as affordable as possible. It's all going inside. It has to be closed up just because of trust and everything. So it's all going inside.
Yeah. So again, a real quick value recap. Full membership Skype access, 1164. Advanced SEO tactics, 1997. On-page trickery tactics, 497. GMB PPL hacking, 1997. Power linking, tiering done the right and simple way, 347. YouTube domination, Mike's specialty, 4997. Agency automation, my specialty, 997. Bonus PPL Academy 527, WTT Lifetime 1997, and the LoopNet scraper that everyone's gonna fucking love, or I'm gonna cry a little bit on the inside, 997. All that adds up to 26,514, I believe. Someone check me, and if I'm wrong, don't tell me. So bottom line though is we know there's value there. Because we have seen multiple millionaires made from our information.
You're gonna make me talk about fucking Fergie.
Yeah.
Fergie made me cry.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Fergie made me cry last year because he asked to speak at something and said, "Hey, thanks guys. I just closed a $23 million contract yesterday. I appreciate it, Mike and Brad." And that was fucking awesome to see.
Yeah, that was
amazing, dude.
Yeah.
He kicked my ass, dude. I haven't done that.
Yeah, and he's old school NFG. He sold the value in the beginning, so we really love people that have stuck around. We've got the same core group that has stuck with us for the past 4 or 5 years with multiple
We
experts.
want the new guys too, though, because
of course.
the network
We
is
can
so
help more
important.
people.
Let's make some work wives.
Yep.
And work husbands. I need a work husband. I already have a work wife.
Yeah, I know. I'm too pretty. So with all that, you can see why it's a good deal at 10,000 because we actually talked about doing a high ticket, just like a one-time thing. But
we were gonna just quit. To be honest with you, I'll be damn honest with you. We were just gonna walk away.
Mike was just gonna hand me everything, you know. I was
I was done, and shit changed, and we were gonna go and just do everything and give everything away at one time. But we're just gonna go ahead and do what we've been doing and make money with people because it's what makes sense, honestly.
Yep. But again, because you're special, including Mike, 97 a month.
Dude.
Hop on nfgseo.com/monthly.
Dan, you're awesome because I have done that. I have started a business to eat free sushi. I swear to God. I will tell you how I did it legally. Yeah, but yeah, I do want to see you guys on there. But dude, already. Okay, so last week we had the first buyers. We have 3 surprise joiners to the group, and people already buying. I was gonna ask who bought, but thank you for all of you that said they already bought. So who else bought? Good. All right, I'm looking forward to it.
So basically now, you know, we had our 2 choices. We could give you a half-ass product.
It doesn't matter to me, and I don't care if you, it just doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah. Or we could come out with some badass old school NFG shit. And now you have 2 options. You could either do nothing, not take the leap of faith, keep doing what you're doing, maybe get kicked even harder in the nuts or ovaries the next COVID outbreak or whatever is coming on the forefront. Who knows? It could get fucking worse. Or you could make this small investment compared to the.
I'm making a Skype group right now, Brad, and I'm gonna start adding people because they're asking already.
I got one, numbnuts. It's
okay. I didn't know you made
one. Yeah. Search for it. Compared to the massive amount of value you get in return, and just give it a shot. If it works, great. If not, then you can cancel and still come out way ahead. You know, just get in there a month, go through it. You're not going to get the continuing webinars, of course, but you know, you're still going to get a ton of value. So our guarantee.
I can't find it,
I'll ping you in there in a second. Sign up today.
Right on.
The info. If you don't feel like you're 100% ready to take it to the absolute next level, just reach out to either me or Mike. We're the only 2 dudes that are like running the shit now. One of the coaches will reach out to you and personally answer any questions you might have. Just ping me on Skype. My Skype handle is in the members area when you sign up.
Dropping mine into the chat right now. For those of you that are, so someone's saying, Whitten, you're getting a call from me personally, bro. Keep sending me memes. Someone's saying login details seem to have an issue right now. We will look into that instantly right now and figure out what's up with that. And just drop your email as a question right here for you, and we'll figure that out.
I'll call you later, Whitten. Yeah, awesome. I just tagged you in that group, Mike.
I got it. Yeah, I'm adding myself. I'll start adding people.
Cool. So the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? You know, think about it. Which, if this course can do half of this community, can do half of what we've claimed on this webinar, it will easily pay for itself through this disaster and any other you experience. nfgseo.com/monthly. Like I said, just 97 a month. The fucking info is badass. We're going to continually keep adding it. We just put in right before this webinar. So the few people that signed up like a few days ago, that got in early, They haven't even seen this. The YouTube stuff, added my automation stuff. We added PPL Academy, bunch of shit. So $97 a month. NFGSEO.com/monthly.
There's a question. Mike's YouTube stuff, does he have software services where you can get quality stuff with that and bots that are not in the course? Nothing that I'm going to talk about is something that you can't get. And I promise you right now, there's a service that people are going to reveal because I am talking about YouTube, and it will come out from someone else, and it will get
Something
leaked.
he's been using for years.
And I know the people that own the shit, so I'll make something happen special for the people that are with us.
Yeah.
So just know that. Yeah, I don't give a shit. People will do it. I promise you. It's like when I talked about fucking iframes in November 2016 and it went around the internet. It just happens that way. And we'll make sure that there's benefit and you guys are always one step above. That's what it's about. It's always one step above. People always want to be like it. They imitate. They can never fucking duplicate, dude.
Where'd you get that from? Some cheesy Kraft mac and cheese box from the 90s?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, nice. I like it. So, yeah, a hard question: is information enough? I know a ton of people that are smart as fuck, way smarter than me, but without having someone that's actually been there, done that, like the automation, it can show you exactly, here's how I do, a write-up for a new bot. Here's a form. We'll put you in touch with our bot guy who is fucking good. Without someone that's been there and has the experience, it's gonna be not impossible, maybe not even difficult, but a lot fucking harder, right?
It is harder when you don't know someone. That's why you network. That's why you're in a community. And I will tell you, there were people on here tonight that are in the community, literally, that are the launch of people's courses. And I'm not directing this at anyone out there, but these are people that literally showed people shit people launch courses on, and this happens all the time. That's why I called it out when I said YouTube, and Brad said YouTube. I'll call out right now that there will be people talking about certain shit in YouTube, and I will tell you right now that that's because they have learned it from myself, maybe someone else. I don't know. I'm not gonna take credit for shit. And I'm just gonna say it. The monthly price is $97. There's no reason to make it expensive, because what happens is, this is about a little bit of skin in the game for you guys. Like when it comes to clients, we'll talk about client work and why there should be skin in the game if you're doing revenue share. But if you don't have skin in the game, I'm not going to take you seriously. But if you have a little bit of skin in the game, I'm going to take you a little bit more seriously. So $97 a month is your skin in the game, and then we'll make money together. And I'd rather make money with you than make money off you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and again, we do very well with all the stuff outside of anything like this that we do. To be in all honesty, like Mike said, where at some point he was like, should we do courses, or should we do events, or should we do this? I was like, Mike, the community's where it's at. He's like, yeah, you're right. I was like, the people that we've helped and the people that we've connected with and been able to work with over the years has brought us money as well. So it's all about the community, to be honest.
One of our partners that we met through this stuff, literally we're launching a few stores with him in different markets, and his freaking agency alone is doing fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 figures a month. No, a year. I'm sorry, not a month. Not trying to fucking pull shit right here, but I'm like, oh, thank you, dude. We're bringing you on. Can you come talk to people for us? So, like, we really do want to help. And if you don't know us, I'm saying it again because I feel like we have helped people, and we do want to continue to help people. But also, I'm a little bit selfish, and I want to make money with people that are smarter than me too. So
yeah, and that's the exact kind of people that we're gonna bring on. People that don't have courses to sell, they just want to give back to the community and help everyone else make money too. That's where it doesn't turn into a pitch fest, which is what we don't want to do. So if you need to know what to do next, go ahead over to nfgseo.com/monthly. You can sign up there, get in, hop in the Skype group, say hey. Mike will be up all night. I like to go to bed early, and I've been drinking tequila. So nfgseo.com/monthly, and we'll get you taken care of. Again,
Thanks for throwing me under the bus there, Brad. I appreciate that one.
It's true.
I'm sober now, dude.
Oh, yeah. I didn't throw you under, I threw me under the bus. So again, here's what you're going to get: full membership, Skype access, 1164 advanced SEO tactics, 1997 on-page trickery, 497 GMB PPL hacking, 1997 power linking done the right way, 347 YouTube domination, how Mike has built his agency and exactly what he does to push videos, drive a ton of traffic. 49.97.
Exactly what my daughter, who is 12 years old, does to make more than people make at a day job.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's it.
Agency automation, the thing I love more than anything because it allows me to work while I'm sleeping. 9,997. Bonus one, PPL Academy 527, WTT Lifetime 1997, and the LoopNet scraper, which is what I use on the regular, on the daily, 997 for a total of 26,514. So honestly, if you haven't signed up immediately, didn't sign up right away, haven't
Someone
signed up
asked
yet.
if we're still using microsites, Brad.
Like mini nets, or the
guys, we're going to show you. We're going to show you exactly what we're doing every day, and everything that we've always done. It still fucking works, guys.
Yeah, mini nets still work really well. If you don't want, if you've got the extra cash flow to put into it, then I would just buy links. But
oh yeah, definitely buy them.
I still use the shit out of them, and I still with mini nets, I still build them like money sites anyway. So I've got a fuck ton of money sites, which AKA are also mini nets. You know, especially in our main niche. You know,
we had a campaign where there's a subsidiary of Walmart that made a phone call, and we were fine. Google left us alone. I think that we had 3,500 sites, like mini nets in that, or mini net sites, microsites, whatever you want to call them. And they called and complained personally, and then they gave us a manual, and we had that shit back up within a week, dude. Same sites. Everyone lies. Everyone's full of shit. Like, honestly, what's my coupon code, Brad? You got in there. I like that. Your coupon code is, it's nice to see you again, dude. But realistically, shit doesn't go away in this industry. It just tweaks a bit, and you're all SEOs, or some of you are SEOs, I should say, because honestly, there are some that aren't SEOs in here. And I'm looking forward to that, because you don't have to be an SEO to make money. My daughter's not an SEO. My wife's not an SEO. My 8-year-old's not an SEO. My damn freaking 4-year-old is actually about to go on Kickstarter. He's not an SEO. So you all can do it. If my 4-year-old can do it, he's as fucking crazy as I am. You can definitely do it.
Yeah. So a few reasons why you might not have jumped on quite yet, but you're still, you know, hanging out with us. Not because you love our voice. I know I don't have a very attractive voice, but it's all good. You might not think you can afford it. You know, all this COVID shit going on, but honestly, if you could build one revenue stream, that's gonna be fucking awesome. You know, and you could just take it. Everyone in here is not doing PPL. Get in here, get into PPL. Ping me. What can I do to get into PPL? We give you our source for where we get our GMBs and everything, so you can get started, everything like that. You're worried about information overload, but like Mike said, you don't have to do SEO to make money online. We give you multiple different avenues, but like I said earlier, if you
I won't even say what they're gonna get, because they'll just be pleasantly surprised with the advertising training that they get, I think.
Yeah. So if you just chunk it out and, you know, do this and then apply it, do this and then apply it, you'll be good. And then, you know, these guys might not be the real deal, might not know a fucking thing about, you know, marketing online. And, you know, Facebook comments are mean, right, Mike? You know, I did some advertising, just fucking around with it before this. They're like, what's that guy with the first generation R8 doing? If that's all you need, I'll host a webinar. As I was crying, I was replying. I was like, well, you can come on.
They were bashing you hard enough. I wanted the URL that you couldn't find to reply to it.
It's all good. I don't give a shit. So it's funny. But if by now you think we're still full of shit, that's fine. We're not. But you know, you wouldn't be hanging around here if you thought we were still full of shit. So
I mean,
again,
that's it. Realistically, what it comes down to is, please fucking think about what we talked about tonight. You need to fucking diversify. You really do need to pay attention. I lost my ass 3 times. I'm not kidding. I killed, like, the first time I was like, I don't even want to say how I was thinking, but it was not good. And I'm an addict and shit, and it was very bad. But when you do it right, it doesn't matter. I mean, you really have your shit locked down and you're ready for it. This time I was ready. I had toilet paper for days.
yeah, it's funny because a year ago, Mike's like, you got to stock up on toilet paper. Why? That's going to be the new currency. Don't buy gold, just buy toilet paper. I was crazy fuck. And then first thing everyone does is go out and buy toilet paper. I was like, shit, Mike was right. But like I've said,
My mom said, shit, Mike was right too.
yeah, I'm nothing special. I'm just a fucking caveman. I swear. You know, I'm not a technical SEO. People come to me and they're like, "Whoa, what?" You know, and they try and get all technical and talk about canonicals. I'm like, what? That shit's good at selling courses and shit. But what we want to do is help people make money. So we don't do a ton of that. If you want to talk technical SEO, go talk to Mike. To be honest, I don't like complex linking diagrams. I tried all that shit back in the day. Simple tiering fucking works. Shit, even if you don't
You don't
tier.
have to fucking get creative. You don't got to go backwards. You don't got to go sidewards, diagonal words,
Sideways
fucking
is the worst.
words.
When you start going sideways, it's like you feel like you're doing a lot, but it's like, does it really pay off? I don't know. But the one thing I've always known is the value of learning from the absolute best and consistently pushing forward. I'm not the smartest guy, but
So Scott has a very, very solid question, Brad, if we can get to that, because I think it's worth answering for him. And I need to read it and focus on it because I have it all minimized, but give me 1 second. Okay, guys, listen, don't listen to what the fucking, okay, the question is, working ways to get GMB verified. There's many ways to get GMB verified. Right now, people have been saying you can't get them verified. That has not been the fucking truth. It's not true.
you can get them, they might take a little longer just because of COVID right now, but you can get them to push through.
Yep, it is not true. I've got messages from people that are in here right now that shit is going on. And listen, before you guys all pay, I'm not saying I think yet we're going to show you how to fucking do it, because I don't know who you are. But we can do it. We can also maybe make money together. And if we can do it and you have a good offer, then who gives a shit who knows how to do it, is what I'm saying. So I'm not promising that we're going to show you how to do that, because when certain shit if there's something that I know won't get broken, it will get out there, because I don't give a shit.
The problem is everyone runs their mouth and puts that out everywhere. The first time we launched GMBMA, we had a method in there, and as soon as we launched, everyone fucking knew it, and everyone shared it, shut down like that. So it's just the hard part of sharing that. I would rather go the long term and share our resource of where I buy them, because it's paying the ass sometimes to get them anyway. And share our resource, and you can just go invest a little bit of money, recoup your money, and then reinvest it, and then re-up it, and then re-up it. You know, that's how I run. So, but like I said, I'm a simple guy. I'm not that bright.
And we're gonna be honest with you, because I mean, I'm trying to sell you something right now, and I just told you I don't know if I'm gonna fucking tell you, and I mean that. But I do mean I will help you make money, and I will fucking not me, because guess what? Brad's the one that does that shit for me.
What do I do?
I'm not gonna say, but you know, you get horizontal.
I do for him every morning. So again, here's what you're going to get: full membership, Skype access, 1164 value, advanced SEO tactics, 1997, on-page trickery, 497, GMB PPL hacking, 1997, power linking done right, 347, YouTube domination, 4997, agency automation, 9997, bonus 1, PPL Academy, 527, bonus 2, WTT lifetime, 1997, LoopNet scraper that saved you a shit ton of time and money. I know people that were, I know two types of people. One, they were doing it by hand and fucking taking hours to do it. Oh, I'm gonna get this one that's right in the middle pin of blah blah blah, and that's gonna be the best ranking factor. It probably helped them slightly, but the amount of time they put into it, it took them forever to fucking put. I can imagine putting a list of 100 addresses together like that. And two, the
You know
people
what, Brad?
hiring a fuck ton of VAs. What's that?
There's a really good question. Is there a path
Yeah.
we can make money to pay the second month? Man, I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to sound harsh, but if we fail you in the fact that you're not paying 97 the second month, then fucking leave, dude, because we
Yeah.
suck.
We'll do everything within our power to help.
We can't promise
do
you
it,
that,
yeah.
and we're not going to promise you that because I'm not going to get sued again by people and shit like that. But we're gonna, dude. If you put in the work, you can figure something out. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So total
No,
value
Dan,
26,514.
there's no Matthews involved with my shit.
He can't do math. He can barely fucking spell.
I
You've
can't
seen
do
his
math.
Skype
And
messages.
my grandfather was a math fucking professor, dude.
Yeah. All right, so one last bonus, and I kind of had to twist Mike's arm to put this shit in here, but I like the Mayweather picture, so I wanted to get it in here. For the first 30 people, I mean, we may take like 35 people. You're going to get a one-on-one 20-minute training session with either me or Mike. You choose. I don't care. Hopefully everyone picks Mike. And again, we don't ever I can't remember the last time I've done private training. I think it was about 6 months ago. Just because I don't promote it, I don't push it, I don't let people know that I do it. But it's typically for $14.97, $1,500 for us to hop on that. So the first 30 people, if you hopped right on, you probably got it. Just ping us. We'll schedule a time and get it going. NFGSEO.com/monthly to hop on that.
God put a time limit on it. That's funny.
Did I?
Yeah, you did, but it never happens that way. It's just funny.
So yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna blow through that amount of people real quick. So again, you can join
Chris.
us.
I appreciate that. you don't know what you're in for, dude.
Did Chris sign up?
Yeah, dude. He's going to be. He hasn't done it.
Yeah.
But he will be there. That's an amazing comment. I had to share it with all.
You can join for just $97 a month, nfgseo.com/monthly. If you still have questions, we did create a Skype group last week. I put a redirect link, nfgseo.com/Skype. That's the free NFG 2.0 Skype group. We wanted to bring it back OG, have a free community. Of course, we've got a separate one for everyone that hops in GMB monthly. That way we can privately discuss the tactics that we go over there, discuss private offers, all that kind of stuff. But if you have questions, feel free to hop in that Skype group and ask them.
Brad said it perfectly. We're not experts at everything. We value trust. We value our circles. And there's shit we do that people have told us that it's not ours to share. And so if we don't share something, it's because we can't, because we want to be truthful and we want to be trustworthy. And we want you to be that way. And I want to be very clear about this. If you don't know us, this is fucking serious. It's our fucking family's food. And I really want you to understand that I'm not kidding. I was about to walk away from talking to people and shit, and I will fucking walk away and shut it down in a second if people fucking get dirty on it. Because there's people signing up that I don't know, and I really do appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to making money together. But be serious about it, make it a business, and make it work for everybody, not just yourself for a quick dollar, because it works out way better long term.
Yeah, go the long money. Keep milking that cow, right, Mike?
Yep, exactly, dude.
So yeah, you can get the free Skype group at nfgseo.com/Skype. Ping us in there if you have any questions. You can find me in there, PM me through there. You can find me on Skype through there. Or, there's my email, brad@nfgseo.com. Feel free to ping me if you have any questions. I'll check it right after this webinar. I'll probably chill out, have another beer, and then pass out at some point because it's getting a little bit later here. I'm an early riser because I got little kids. So
there's a couple questions about the price again. Can we see the offer? But did you do that again after the question came in? 97 a month.
97 a month is all it is. Yeah.
Lag. I still don't see it.
Oh, you don't? Everyone sees it, right?
I'm in Idaho, bro. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, you're in Idaho
sure.
on a VPN in Missoula or something, right?
No doubt, dude. It thinks I'm in Washington. I'm not kidding you. Everyone they're saying they see it. So
Sarah says her connection in Tucson is working perfectly. Yeah.
Josh, I appreciate that, man. It shouldn't be about that. It's about just being serious and making money together.
Yeah, Josh is in there. I think.
No, let me be very clear about the YouTube shit. I can't do it all at one time. I have a fucking 2 years of content, but what we will do is we'll do videos as we need to. We'll answer questions in Skype, and we'll do webinars as needed. And I will tell you who got me interested in this shit and who I would pay attention to because they're a fucking badass. And I'm not going to tell you anything that's not true ever. And they're not done, but they are done to the point where you can get in there and rank right now. So thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. It's going to be good to get to know you. I haven't been able to add anybody because of the webinar. And honestly, I don't know the password to value add-on, so I can't add you.
I've only sent it to him 100 times.
No, he had sent it to me 1,000 times.
Yeah, and I can look at it. Is he having trouble logging in?
No, I think people figured it out because TJ was able to, and I made it a public comment. Anybody else having issues logging in at all? And honestly, do you have any other questions about diversification or anything about how we're doing it?
Awesome.
Because that's what I mean. Really, even if you don't come in tonight, I don't care. I would rather see you make money and feed your family.
Yeah, in all honesty, if you're
97 a month.
If you're worried about the monthly, that's fine. I get it. These are fucking scary times. What I would suggest is going to nfgseo.com, going through some of the older stuff that we have, because we always provide a fuck ton of value with every webinar we do, whether we promote something or not. So I would go through there, get yourself up to a point where you can feel comfortable paying the 97 a month, and then go from there. So that's what I would do if you're worried about the 97 a month.
We're also going to introduce you to Mr. Witten, who is an essential worker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if anyone's seen The Wolf of Wall Street, he is Danny from The Wolf of Wall Street. The
Sound fair enough?
Corey? Sound fair enough? Corey's mastered that.
Dude, Corey got it right.
Didn't you?
Someone was telling people that a certain software that does keyword shit doesn't work anymore, and I'm like, hey Corey, you want to show someone what happens when you do it right? And I showed him some rankings from one of the sites he does, and it's like bang, 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 green, 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 green. Awesome. And don't listen to the nonsense that people like.
I always forget that Corey was at the first NFG too. He's an old school.
Oh damn, that's where I met him, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we wrestled.
And then I fucked his life up by taking him to Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Corey, made a mistake.
Yeah, well, we make those. Awesome. So does anyone else have any questions? I'm seeing a ton of people. Yeah, hopped on. Dan just hopped on. Ryan just hopped on, surprisingly.
A lot of people fucking hopped on, and I'm surprised because honestly,
yeah, that's awesome.
It's a hard fucking time right now. I mean,
yeah. So are there like not just questions about the community, NFG
what
monthly,
questions?
anything like that?
I'll sit here and fucking jabber with you all night tonight if you want to.
Any questions about diversifying, where you should be looking in the midst of a crisis, anything like that? I kind of gave you what I've been doing, which is home services. People break shit while they're at home. People want to repaint shit. People want to fix this, fix that, you know. The only thing dads have to look forward to is fucking mowing right now. You know, I feel like a lot of so it's like you just just get that quiet time on the mower.
Doing retaining walls. I've got a fucking load of manure in my truck bed right now to plant grass. I'm telling you, home services are the shit right now.
George just pinged me. I was gonna mail that out, but if you just want to ping me, I'll give it to you on probably Skype or email. It's fine. Awesome, Kevin. That's sweet. Kevin's in.
Build lawns.
Yeah, I'm not going to give away your what you said, Dan, but that is exactly what I'm seeing. Exactly.
100%. I've talked to the local businesses. I've talked to multiple states, and everyone's doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're willing to answer questions if you have them.
Yep. Any other questions? If not, like I said, I think I've got some transmissions from elsewhere or whatever that goofy show is. I've got a few episodes of that to watch.
The software I use for YouTube, let me be clear, it's not our software, and I will give it to you. And it's in there, and I will drop it.
It's covered in the course.
It's all going to be
in there.
I think Brad has uploaded today or is doing it in the morning. And that software, I'll tell you, man, you want to really pay attention to it. And there's a big reason why, and we'll talk about that reason why privately. And people will tell you, oh, this software, that software. There's a reason why it's the software I'm telling you to use. Yeah. And people that have been doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that will say something else, and they're fucking wrong. And just, we'll get you going.
Yeah. Alex, either way, just reach out to either one of us. It's all good.
Watch Meth Mountain on A&E.
Oh, Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia is on Amazon Video now, so you can watch that.
I keep watching it every night.
Yeah,
you know,
I drive right through there on the way to Indiana. I drive right through there. So I've probably met Jessica a few times. He just looks different every time.
Later, Micah. I'll talk to you tomorrow, dude. Hit me up.
No, there's a ton of content in there already. Matt asked, is there content in the members area so we can start tonight? Yeah, there's like, I think like 90 or so videos in there already.
Dude, we're not new.
Yeah, a big chunk of G&B stuff. We've got a webinar. I need to post the link, but we've got a webinar scheduled for next week. I think, is that next Thursday, Mike? Our first NFG?
Yes, I think it is Thursday. Are you still here, dude? Next week, mister? I'm keeping you secret.
Yeah, so we've got a base of information in there. We added the YouTube stuff. We added the GMB stuff. We added the PPL stuff, the automation stuff, a bunch of shit. Yeah, you'll have plenty to do tonight if you want to just red eye it, you know.
And if you're gonna red eye it, I mean, I'm gonna be either working or, I work support on my own sites a lot of the time, so I'm on my phone at least, you know, and I'm live chatting it up with the motherfucking visitors.
Yeah. Awesome, Corey. Yeah, just ping us anytime if you have questions, either in the group or privately. Awesome. Any other questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Peace.
You can.
It's
really I can't do that. You know me. I drink too much water. I'm on a call with Mike. I'm like, all right, I gotta pee again, dude. You talk too much. All right, thanks everyone. We're gonna close it out.
We're done. I got stuff to do.
Yep. I appreciate everyone that hopped on, everyone that's thinking about hopping on. Hop on in that free Skype group or reach out to me or Mike privately, and we'll get your questions answered and we'll get you taken care of. I appreciate everyone. Hopefully you got a ton out of this as usual, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Later.